Hello, my name is Francis Bauer. I live here in Northern California. I've been having fun with computers since the mid-1970s. While attending junior college working towards my AS degree in electronics technology, I was introduced to the SOL-20 terminal computer processor technology from a fellow classmate. The following slides and video clips show my processor technology SOL-20 in operation, as well as giving some information about processor technology as a company. Enjoy the video.
This presentation contains a number of slides and video clips showing my SOL-20 hardware and software in operation. The first part of this slideshow moves quickly to fit more in later on. In 1977, this was the processor technology product family. The SOL-20 is based upon the Intel 8080A 8-bit microprocessor. This thick binder contains all the assembly instructions and schematics. This custom denim cover keeps the SOL-20 clean. The back panel of the SOL-20 shows the various I/O ports available: cassette, serial, and parallel. Here is the SOL-20 with its two covers removed. After 40 plus years, the Keytronics keyboard needed some attention. The foam pads on each key disintegrated, which kept the keys from being seen when pressed. Fortunately, replacement keypads are available and easily changed. There are some videos and instructions online describing the process. Most SOL-20s shipped with this version of the 8080A microprocessor. The SOLs have a 5-slot S100 bus card cage. Currently I have these three boards installed. Here is the rear view of the SOL-20 motherboard, and it shows the EEPROM personality board installed. The SOLs have a number of available personalities, each with different capabilities. The most popular of these was the Solos version. I initially had a 9-inch Sanyo black and white composite monitor for use with the SOL-20. Here's a side-by-side comparison showing the effect of different display, set S equals N, output speeds when executing the same RAM dump command. The set display speed command can be set from 0, the fastest, to FF, the slowest. You are seeing the difference between a setting of 0 and a setting of 5. As you can imagine, a setting of FF would be very slow. Back in 1983, I purchased a larger monitor for the SOL-20. This 12-inch Zenith green phosphor CRT was a nice change from the 9-inch black and white Sanyo CRT. DPMON is a third-party personality module for Microcomplex that adds a number of useful commands not found in Solos. The caveat is that all the cassette commands and support has been removed. Here's one of the newer DPMON commands that display RAM contents as ASCII characters. I previously used the new Enter ASCII Character command to load the ASCII characters into RAM. I used the Set S Display Speed Control command to have the characters displayed slower. Here's an example of using the DPMON RAM Fill Memory command and the Dump RAM Memory as Hex Values command. The DPMON DH Dump RAM Memory as Hex command is equivalent to the Solos DU Dump command. As with all the dump commands, pressing the spacebar will pause the display. Here's an example of using the DPMON RAM Test Memory command to test all the RAM between 0000 to BFFF 5 times. Any found memory errors will be displayed with the appropriate error code. The first test memory pass is in real time. The following ones have been sped up to shorten this video. Here's an example of using the Find Character command to find a specific ASCII character in the specified RAM address range. There is also a Find Hex Value command as well. For this example, I start out by filling all the RAM with zeros. I then enter two ASCII characters at address 1000 and 1001 using the EA command. I then use the FC Find Character command to find the ASCII character F. Command finds F at address 1000. I then use the FC Find Character command to find the ASCII character B. The command finds B at address 1001. This is a useful S100 board that is helpful in debugging programs and hardware and was created around 2007 by a SOL-20 enthusiast. This board essentially gives you the front panel abilities similar to the Altair and IMSI microcomputers and gives you single-step and breakpoint address and program control. In this demonstration, the system bus probe board is configured with a breakpoint address of 0. A simple RAM fill program is installed and executed at address 0. Program execution stops immediately at address 0, so then you can use the single-step button to execute each instruction while monitoring the LEDs. Eventually, the Run button is pressed to allow the program to complete and return control back to Solos. The following slides and video clips show my collection of Sol-20 software. I purchased the 16K BASIC language for the Sol-20 and found it to be a very nice and powerful version of BASIC. After loading the extended cassette 16K BASIC software into the Sol-20, you do EX0 to start it. Initially, the user is asked a few configuration questions that specify the upper RAM limit and whether or not the matrix math functions are removed to free up more memory. The free 0 basic function determines that there is 32,704 bytes of memory available for basic programs and data. To load a basic program, I used the set IP equals 1 command and then started a serial data transfer to load the program. After the program is loaded, type Run to start it. Processor Technology created a great 8080 program development environment called ALS8. Processor Technology 8080 Assembler. Processor Technology created a small 5K version of BASIC. Focal was popular on PDP-8 mini-computers. Processor Technology's version of chess. Processor Technology's first game pack. One of the most popular games for the Sol-20 is in Game Pack 1. This video clip shows the starting and playing of the target game and having it run in demo mode. The target game's objective is to shoot down runaway spaceships. You can, of course, play the game yourself by pressing a number from 1 to 9. The game claims to have sound effects. You need to tune an external AM radio and place it next to the Sol-20. The game sounds are there, but they are certainly not that impressive. One of the tricks in playing target is that you can move the just-fired projectile while it is still in flight by moving the cannon. This allows you to zero in on a spaceship. Even in demo mode, you can press keys and play along. This usually helps in getting a better score, since the demo mode is just randomly firing and positioning the cannon. Processor Technology's second game pack. Processor Technology's version of a Star Trek game. A third-party version of BASIC. This is an example of a generic data cassette. With the appropriate floppy drive hardware, you can run CPM 2.2. If you want to experience working with a Sol and you don't have any Sol hardware, get the Solus emulator. Thank you for viewing my presentation. Stay healthy, stay safe.